Welcome back to another episode of Rob Sports Center, man. If you are an old school basketball fan, then you are on the right channel. If you are a new school basketball fan, you're on the right channel. If you're a sports fan, period, you're on the right channel. But for this video specifically, or if you are a Larry Bird fan, then you're on the right channel. So this video, I seen a while back. Shout out to Irish Girl. I did not realize that this was actually her YouTube channel, but this is a Jamal Mashburn tells a Larry Bird story. So I've been finding a lot of Larry Bird stories, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop sitting on stuff. I'm gonna just start putting content out there for you guys. Y'all want it, and I'm gonna give it to y'all. So that's what we finna start doing now. I'm finna quit contemplating. I'm finna quit second guessing. I'm just finna start bringing out this content. But y'all know how we do over here, man. I ain't gonna talk y'all deaf. Before we get into the video, though, do me, yourself, and do Bob a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. And let's get into this video. Just 1 second. If you guys have been enjoying my videos, if you guys have been loving my content I've been putting out and you wanted to support, this is how you would do it. So you would scroll over to where you see the $ thanks. When you click on the $ thanks, it's going to give you like 4 different options. It's going to give you some preset options, but you can also go to more and give whatever you're willing to give. There's no certain amount. Anything is appreciated. I just really appreciate you guys for supporting me. Thanks. Now back to the video. I was going to say subscribe, but you know, I'll wait to the end if I hit y'all with that.
To play against the Dream Team.
This was the legendary game where the college guys came in and Chuck Daly let y'all tear their ass up, and as soon as y'all started getting back, he ended it, right?
So funny. So when we got an invitation, it was 8 of us. It was myself, Bobby Hurley, Allen Houston, Chris Webber, Rodney Rogers, Eric Montrose.
Shout out Rodney Rogers, man. Shout out OG.
Yeah. And Grant Hill was on that squad. So we get to La Jolla, San Diego, and we check into the Marriott. We go up to our floor, and we're walking in the corridor, and we see this tall white guy coming down the hall. And I'm like, damn, that looked like Larry Bird. So Larry Bird coming down the hallway, me and Chris Webber, and Larry Bird, you don't realize how big Larry Bird is until you stand.
And I will say that too. I don't know if y'all remember, but it was one video I was looking at, and I was like, dude, Larry Bird is huge. But you don't realize that, like, I promise you, like, when you looking at him in the highlights sometimes, you don't really realize, and then when you kind of see him in other things outside of the court, you be like, man, this dude really is big.
Exactly.
Man. Larry Bird legit 6'10".
Nah, real talk. When I first started getting him when he was coaching the face, I was like, damn.
So he walked by us and he said, y'all those college guys?
But he moved so gracefully to be a big,
like,
too.
Yeah, we the college guys. And he looked at us and he said, get some fucking rest. It's going to be a long week. And walked off. And we was like, what the hell?
That's how they got us in.
Yeah, like, okay. You know, like, all right, what's going on here?
I wanted to say what's up, and he just said, dude,
look. Larry Bird was on 10 all the time. And it's like, he was like that all across the board with it wasn't no picks with him. He don't care how big you was, how small you was, how fast you was, how strong you was, how good of a shooter you was, how good of a defender you was. He didn't care about any of that. What skin color you was, Larry Bird was the same man regardless of who he was standing in front of. And that's the man that I have a lot of respect for. He didn't change, he didn't conform, he stood on who he was.
So the next morning, we get up and we go to practice, and Roy Williams is our coach, but we only got 8. So we're like, well, how are we practicing and what are we practicing for? So we spent, I want to say, an hour doing the 3-man weave. And I'm like, what's going on here? Then they bus us to another location where the Dream Team is practicing. And these about 400 people standing outside waiting for the Dream Team to come out. They take us up to a top floor, and the Dream Team is practicing. They're finishing up their practice. And then they say, all right, get loose and stretch out. We're like, okay, we playing? They're like, yeah, we're going to play next. So we get out the gates. Like the first 15 minutes, we kicking their ass. we running them all out, Bobby Hurley in the lane, killing John Stockton. So they stopped the game and turned off the score. I think we were up like 72, 66 or something, 64 or something like that.
But look, check this out. From what it sounded like the Dream Team had just got done running a full practice on top of getting ready to play a whole bunch of fresh legs. Not making them no excuses, but I'm just saying.
They just stopped the game. So we like, all right, was this halftime or some shit? They like, nah, the press coming in. So I'm like, oh wow. So that's when the thing came out that Chuck Daly let us win. Because they didn't want to hold a complete game because they knew it was going to be downhill from there. Because we were trying to prove that we could represent the country.
I don't think it would have been downhill.
So we lit their ass up, and then something happened. We're sitting there, and we get back to the hotel. Rodney Rogers says something to, it's a group of them. It's Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, everybody's shooting the shit. And Rodney Rogers said, "Hey Larry, you ain't hit a jumper since '84. Magic heard that shit. And we ain't think nothing of it. The next day we came in, and I never seen this, and this one I was like, this is a different breed. Magic Johnson fed Larry Bird the ball probably about 8 times in a row down court. Larry Bird got the ball on Rodney Rogers, and every time he was about to make a move, he told him what he was going to do. One dribble, pull up, on left, off glass.
And keep in mind, for those who don't know, at this point, this is when Bird's back was jacked at this point. When was the Dream Team? Like in 91, I believe. And if it was, I think Bird retired in 92, right? So Bird back was jacked at this point, and this is against a young gun, a youngster with fresh legs, and Bird doing this to him.
One dribble going right, spin, shot, bucket. He scored 9 times or 8 times in a row, left the court to go lay down because he couldn't sit on a bench. He had to lay down because of his back. And said, "Young fella, look like 84, huh?"
Last time he met.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow. I said, so that's they kicked our ass for the rest of the week.
Hey, I like that story though, man. But look, the crazy thing about it is, like I say, bro, you gotta think about the guts that you gotta have to eat, because when you speak out and say, "I'm gonna do this," and it doesn't work, you're gonna look like an idiot. People gonna be like, "This dude here just be talking." But when you say you gonna do something and do it to a T, just like you said you're gonna do it, people are looking at you like you a prophet. Like, man, how did he do that? But you hear these stories, like I said, like that's why, like he said, those guys was a different breed, man. You couldn't say nothing slick to Mike, to Bird. I don't know about Magic competitive. I still got to go look into him a little bit more. But I know in terms of Mike and Bird, with them two, you couldn't say nothing slick to them, because if you did, oh, you was gonna pay for it whenever you matched up with them on their court. I promise you. And it don't matter if it was then the next day or a year from now, they was gonna still hold that against you. But as you guys can see, man, that is it for this video. If you did enjoy this video, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you've been watching my videos all this time and you haven't, make sure you subscribe. And when you subscribe, click that post notification bell where you be notified every time I upload, because just like the GOAT Drizzy Drake say, man, I got these videos coming back to back and you don't want to miss them. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out this thing. Peace. Oh yeah, Bob said smash that thumbs up button too. We out this thing. Peace.